Samir, I feel helpless right now. I don't know how to help you. I cannot see you so shattered and so ruined. I just had to turn to the same drugs that made you so calm, so indifferent. But the only thing I feel right now is agony, pain. I'm confused. I don't know what the purpose of such a life is. My emotions are all over. My head is a mess. And I see only one way out of this. I just want to sleep.
Samir, do you know that traces of heroin were found in Aisha's blood right before she committed suicide?
No, I was in rehab at that time. I only found out later.
Samir, what do you feel when you read Aisha's suicide note? Samir, you can tell me anything you want. I'm here to help you.
When I read her suicide note, I realized that her death was all my fault. I neglected her. I wasn't there for her when she needed me. I pushed her out of my life when all she was trying to do was help me. It was all my fault. It was all my fault.
Samir, it isn't your fault.
Before you say something like that, shouldn't you believe it yourself?
Samir, what I believe is irrelevant. What is important is that you need to realize that regret and guilt will eat into your life if you don't let it go. Why did you start using drugs, Samir?
After our parents' death, I wasn't in a very nice place. Aisha and I were being moved from one relative's house to the other. For those 3 years, even though I wasn't doing drugs, I didn't know who I was. I didn't know what to do. I was alone.
Samir, during those 3 years, you weren't doing drugs. Who do you look up to for comfort?
Only Aisha. She was like a mother to me. I remember she used to pack my tiffin before I went to school. And when I would come back, she would help me with all my assignments. She was everything to me. I just didn't realize it then. Everything changed after I started doing drugs. I remember I distanced myself from everything and everyone. I was 17 and I wouldn't come home for 3 days at a time. If only I had known that she was just trying to help me, I wouldn't have been so cruel. I wouldn't have neglected her.
Samir, Aisha wouldn't want you to believe that.
How would you know what Aisha wanted?
Samir, you're a changed man today. Things have changed.
But she wrote in her letter that she turned to those same drugs that I did. Because I was so cold.
Samir, how would you know? You were at rehab at that point of time.
I should have known. I should have known. It was all my fault.
Then you were at a time at rehab, Samir. You were told to make amends for those who you love and you hurt.
3 months into rehab, I wrote a letter to Aisha. Dear Aisha, do you remember going to the garden when we were 5 or 6 and running around not worrying about all these problems we faced in the past? Those were happy days. Aisha, I can't apologize enough for all that I have put you through in the past few years, but these 4 months in rehab have made me realize all the wrongs that drugs have made me do. I have decided to take the rest of my life to make up for all you have done for me without expecting anything in return. I am a new man now, and I will work hard to give us the life that our parents always wanted us to have. I hope you will be able to forgive me and remain the loving sister I always remember you being. Looking forward to seeing you soon. Yours and yours only, Samir. I wanted to give her that letter when I came home and I wanted to apologize. But that night, I found her suicide note instead. Why are the doors open? Aisha? 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 You can imagine how that must have made me feel. I couldn't apologize to her. I couldn't say sorry. I couldn't tell her that I loved her. She died thinking that I didn't care. She died not knowing where I was. And me? I should have known. Her death was my fault. She was my responsibility.
Samir, you need to remember one thing. Guilt and regret are the two things you'll let go of. You're a changed man now. You need to embrace it. This is our session for today. I hope to see you next week. Thank you.
Rohit?
Hey Samir, how are you?
I'm okay. I'm sure you must have heard about Aisha.
Heard of it? I was the first one to know about it. Where were you?
I was in rehab. I only found out about everything later from the police.
When you were doing drugs. She was the one taking care of you. No. You don't get to talk. When you threw her out, all of us told her to stop wasting her life trying to correct yours.
I just didn't realize anything. I realized everything too late, that she only meant well.
What's the point of realizing once she's dead?
I loved my sister. I didn't know that things would get so out of hand. I didn't mean for any of this to happen.
Whether you meant it or not is irrelevant. You scorned her. You threw her out. You neglected her, and worst of all, you killed her.
I didn't know. I was in rehab. How could I have known? I'm not responsible for this.
Maybe you did kill her, but you're the one responsible for this. And I want to see you live with it for the rest of your life.
No. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Aisha, I'm sorry. I wish you were here. I wish I could just tell you. I wish I could just apologize. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Aisha, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, Aisha.
Samir?
Aisha, I'm sorry.
It's okay, Samir. I have forgiven you. It's all gonna be alright now. Forget about what happened, Samir. Come, Samir. Lie down. We're gonna meet Mama and Papa.
Are we going to be a family now?
Yes, Samir. You, me, Mama, Papa. We're all gonna be together now. Don't worry about anything, Samir. Go to sleep. Sleep, Samir.